I received a few questions via email regarding Module 2. I think chapter 3 homework probably. Anyway, I just wanted to put up a short screencast as an answer to each question. So here we have a question. Brenda's utility function for regular flavored toothpaste R and mint flavored toothpaste M is given by utility equals 2R plus 4M. Which of the following statements is true? And you need to figure out what information you have that you can combine with what information from the text that you know. And anyway, this is the challenge. And so let's just go ahead. There's only going to be one of these statements that's true. Let's just figure them out. Brenda's indifference curves are horizontal. Let's just see what that would. Oh, I've got to get my pen going. What would that look like? So these are mint and toothpaste. Doesn't really matter which one. Could they be horizontal? Mint and regular is what I meant to say. Could they be horizontal if she had some level of regular toothpaste? Would mint never increase her level of well-being? No, that's absurd. And it wouldn't matter if we, well, down here at 4, test the case the other way. Would it ever be the case where if she had some level of mint toothpaste that getting more regular toothpaste wouldn't increase her well-being? No, we can see from the utility function that if she had one more tube of regular, her utility would go up by 2. So that couldn't be. Likewise, if she had one more tube of mint, her utility would go up by 4. So again, it wouldn't be. It would be neither vertical nor horizontal. So those two are out. So it really is a horse race between these two, number 2 or number 3. And what do we need to know? Well, there's a lot of references to, Brenda is willing to give up. That's 2 tubes of regular flavored toothpaste for 1 tube of mint flavored toothpaste. That's a marginal rate of substitution question, right? And then we have another marginal rate of substitution of mint and regular 2m divided by r. So it seems like we're in a ballpark of needing to know something about marginal rate of substitution. So let's explore that a little bit. Marginal rate of substitution of what do we call it? Usually xy. Let's say Rm, that would be the that would tell us the amount of mint tubes that she'd be willing to give up for one more regular tube. That'll just be the reciprocal of regular tubes she'd be willing to give up for mint tubes. So that'll get us where we need to go for either of those questions. So I guess that's asking for MRS, MR as well. So I should just convert this to how much regular toothpaste she's willing to give up for one more tube of mint toothpaste. So we'll just put in that form and go forward. Well, what else do we know? Remember from class and from your reading that delta R over delta M, the marginal rate of substitution, is always equal to the marginal utility of M divided by the marginal utility of R. Remember, that was because if we're talking about movements along any indifference curves in this space, the utility by definition is the same at every point. And as we move from, say, point A to point B, the utility lost with point A is delta R times the marginal utility of good R. That's how many tubes of regular toothpaste we gave up times the marginal utility of each regular toothpaste. And we know, because our total utility is the same, that's got to be equal to however many tubes of mint toothpaste we gain in that move from A to B, times the marginal utility of mint. And when we multiply through, if delta R times MUR is equal to delta M times MUM, I can divide through by delta M and divide through by marginal utility of R to get this condition here. All right, and we have numbers for these things, right? We don't have delta R, delta M in precise terms, but we know the marginal utility of M divided by the marginal utility of R will tell us how many units of regular toothpaste she's willing to give up for one tube of mint toothpaste. Now let's go back to this utility function. You see, it's got a bit of an odd nature to it. It's actually the utility function for perfect substitutes. We're going to do one of these right at the start of class on Wednesday, tomorrow. But notice that the marginal utility of a regular tube of toothpaste, one more regular tube of toothpaste always gets her 2 utils more of utility. So the marginal utility of regular is stuck at 2 units of utility. We call them utils for each tube of regular. So marginal utility of regular tube is 2. And by the same logic, notice mint enters her mint tubes enter her utility function as 4m. So any tube of toothpaste she gains, total utility goes up by 4. That means marginal utility is stuck at 4. So we get in the end that this ratio of marginal utility is the marginal rate of substitution, how many tubes of regular she's willing to give up for one more tube of mint, is stuck at 2. Well, what do we know? MR, it's not 2 times M divided by R, so 3 is out. Brenda is willing to give up 2 tubes of regular flavored toothpaste for 1 tube of mint flavored. Bingo. So 2 is our winner there, the only one that makes sense. But we've reviewed a wide swath of material from Module 2.